Shakespeare's sonnets. They are good to just listen to, good to read, but also there are 154, so I think we're going to have plenty before you fall asleep. I think a lot of people know parts of Shakespeare's sonnets, but maybe don't know all of them. So there may be some parts of these that you recognize little lines from, or little sayings that over the years we've adopted. So by all means, if you just want to listen and relax, you don't have to fall asleep, no pressure. Okay, so the best place to start is at the beginning. So this is sonnet number 1. From the fairest creatures we desire increase, that thereby beauty's rose might never die, but as the riper should by time decease, its tender air might bear his memory. But thou contracted to thine own bright eyes, feedst thy light's flame with self-substantial fuel, making a famine where abundance lies. Thyself, thy foe, to thy sweet self too cruel, thou that art now the world's fresh ornament, and only herald to the gaudy spring, within thine own bud buryest thy content, and tender child makest waste in neglecting. Pity the world, or else this glutton be, to eat the world's due by the grave and thee. Okay, the next is, when 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, and dig deep trenches in thy beauty's field, thy youth's proud livery so gazed on now will be tattered, weed of small worth yield. Then be asked where all thy beauty lies, where all the treasure of thy lusty days, to say within thine own deep sunken eyes, were an all-eating shame, a thriftless praise. How much more praise deserved thy beauty's use, if thou couldst answer this fair child of mine, shall sum my count, and make my old excuse, proving his beauty by succession to thine. This were to be new made when thou art old, and see thy blood warm when thou feelest it cold. Sonnet number 3. Look in thy glass, and tell the face thou viewest, now is the time that face should form another, whose fresh repair, if now thou not renewest, thou dost beguile the world, unbless some mother. For where is she so fair, whose uneared womb disdains the tillage of thy husbandry? Or who is he so fond will be the tomb of his self-love to stop posterity? Thou art thy mother's glass, and she in thee call back the lovely April of her prime. So thou through windows of thine age shalt see, despite of wrinkles, this thy golden time. But if thou live, remember it not to be. Die single, and thine image dies with thee. One of my favorites. Sonnet number 4. Unthrifty loveliness, why dost thou spend upon thyself thy beauty's legacy? Nature's bequest gives nothing but doth lend, and being frank she lends to those are free. Then, beauteous niggard, why dost thou abuse the bounteous largess given thee to give? Profitless usurer, why dost thou use so great a sum of sums, yet canst not live? For having traffic with thyself alone, thou of thyself, thy sweet self, dost deceive. Then how, when nature calls thee to be gone, what acceptable audit canst thou leave? Thy unused beauty must be tombed with thee, which use lives in the executor to be. Sonnet 5. Those hours that with gentle work did frame the lovely gaze where every eye doth dwell, will play the tyrants to the very same, and that unfair which fairly doth excel, for never resting time lends summer on to hideous winter, and confounds him there, sap checked with frost and lusty leaves quite gone, beauty o'ersnowed and bareness everywhere. Then were not summer's distillation left, a liquid prisoner pent in walls of glass, beauty's effect with beauty were bereft, naught nor no remembrance what it was, but flowers distilled, though thy with winter meet lease out their show, their substance still leaves sweet. Sonnet number 6. Then let not winter's ragged hand deface in thee thy summer ere thou be distilled. Make sweet some vial, treasure thou some place, with beauty's treasure ere it be self-killed. That use is not forbidden usury, which happiness those that pay the willing own. That's for thyself to breed another thee, or 10 times happier, be it 10 for 1. 10 times thyself were happier than thou art, if 10 times refigured thee. Then what could death do if thou shouldst depart, leaving thee living in posterity? Be not self-willed, for thou art much too fair to be death's conquest, and make worms thine heir. That one got me a little bit tongue-tied. That was odd. Okay, this is Sonnet Lo, in the Orient, when the gracious light lifts up his burning head, each under eye doth homage to his new appearing sight, serving with looks his sacred majesty. And having climbed the steep up heavenly hill, resembling strong youth in his middle age, yet mortal looks adore his beauty still, attending on his golden pilgrimage. But when from highmost pitch with weary car, like feeble age, he relieth from the day, the eyes, for duteous now converted are, from his low track, and look another way. So thou, thyself outgoing in thy noon, unlooked, undiest, unless thou get a son. Sonnet number 8. Music to hear. Thou hearest thou music sadly? Sweets with sweets, or not? Joy delights in joy. Why lovest thou that which thou receivest not gladly, or else receivest with pleasure thine annoy? If the true concord of well-tuned sounds by unions married do offend thine ear, they do but sweetly chide thee, who confounds in singleness the parts that thou shouldst bear. Mark how one string sweet husband to another strikes e'en each by mutual ordering, resembling sire and child and happy mother, who all in one pleasing note do sing, whose speechless song being many seem in one, sings this to thee, thou single wilt prove none. That one was also difficult to read. Gosh, I chose kind of difficult ones. Why did I choose Shakespeare? Is it for fear to wet a widow's eye, that thou consumest thyself in single life? Ah, if thou issueless shalt hap to die, the world will wail thee like a makeless wife. The world will be thy widow, and still weep, that thou no form of thee hast left behind, when every private widow well may keep by children's eyes her husband's shape in mind. Look, what an unthrift in the world doth spend, shifts but his place, for still the world enjoys it, but beauty's waste hath in the world an end, and kept unused, the user so destroys it. No love toward others in that bosom sits, that on himself such murderous shame commits. Sonnet 10. For shame deny that thou bearest love to many. I thought that didn't make sense after I read it out. I'll start again. For shame deny that thou bearest love to any, who for thyself art so unprovident. Grant, if thou wilt, thou art beloved of many, but that thou none lovedst is most evident. For thou art so possessed with murderous hate, that gainst thyself thou stickest not to conspire, seeking that beauteous roof to ruinate, which to repair should be thy chief desire. O change thy thought, that I may change my mind. Shall hate be fairer lodged than gentle love? Be as thy presence is gracious and kind, or to thyself at least kind-hearted prove. Make thee another self, for love of me, that beauty still may live in thine or thee. This next one is Sonnet 11 of 154, if I remember rightly. As fast as thou shalt wane, so fast thou growest in one of thine, from that which thou departest, and that fresh blood which youngly thou bestowest, thou mayst call thine, when thou from youth convertest. Herein lives wisdom, beauty, and increase, without this folly, age, and cold decay. If all were minded so, the times should cease, and 80 years would make the world away. Let those whom nature hath not made for store, harsh, featureless, and rude, barrenly perish. Look whom she best endowed, she gave thee more, which bounteous gift thou shouldst in bounty cherish. She carved thee for her seal, and meant thereby thou shouldst print more, not let that copy die. Sonnet number 12. When I do count the clock that tells the time, and see the brave day sunk in hideous night, when I behold the violet past prime, and sable curls all silvered o'er the white, when lofty trees I see barren of leaves, which erst from heat did canopy the herd, and summer's green all girded up in sheaves, borne on the bier with white and bristly beard. Then of thy beauty do I question make, that thou among the wastes of time must go, since sweets and beauties do themselves forsake, and die as fast as they see others grow. And nothing gainst time's scythe can make defence, safe breed to brave him when he takes thee hence. Thank you for listening.